Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading for you about somebody that's struggling a little bit with the reality of how close they feel to you, how drawn they feel to you. This person is coming through as feeling a sense of loyalty here that they don't really associate with anyone else. So they don't want anyone else. But there's also resistance to letting you actually claim that, be with you. You could actually be at great physical distance from this person because it does say physical or emotional. But I feel like the common theme here would be that we have somebody that is afraid of really letting somebody get that close to them. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a wonderful day. Hello, archetype. How are you doing? Sure looks like it. I hope everyone's doing well. Let's dive in with the Pulp Tarot. Lots of air energy to start, which would be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. We have Six of Swords, Page of Swords in the reverse, and Temperance. I feel like this is what's happening to this person. So the individual we're talking about could have Sagittarius in their chart, or just be somebody that is seen as an earth angel or kind of like a mix of light and dark. But this person is being talked about. We have the Six of Swords and Page of Swords in the reverse. It's as if there's a group of people saying that Earth Angel made it out just in time or left the party before things got wild. It's like you dipped before the fight broke out. People are talking about you anticipating something or being smart in terms of how you move. But not everyone admires you for this. There could be some people who are upset that you got out of harm's way. We have the Chariot, Page of Pentacles in the reverse, Page of Cups. This Page of Pentacles in the reverse is making me feel like what I heard was it's not your first rodeo. Like you have been down this path before, or you've encountered people like this before. So I'm speaking to Temperance, by the way, whoever would resonate with that energy. You were able to get out of Dodge before things really got bad, right? Does that say tactile? Hello, welcome. Hello, Jen. Hi, Tiana. Hello, Christina. Welcome. So we have this Page of Cups, and it's a rather happy or hopeful looking Page of Cups. So I feel like we have somebody that was able to get out of a difficult situation because they saw it for what it was, and they were able to pursue some other offer or other opportunity that was more their pace or seemed more prosperous, fruitful, aligned. This person could be very creative or seen as very loving with the Ace of Cups. They took a different path, one that set them maybe a little bit like this hermit is literally on a mountain. Maybe they live in a place that's hard to get to. Maybe they just are difficult to get a hold of, right? They might live in the middle of the city, but if you don't get invited, you're not going to be let in, right? We had somebody decide to be a little bit more adventurous or cast off on their own, do things their own way. They didn't like how things were going with their family or their social community, perhaps even their workplace. So they decided to figure out a different path for themselves. This person might have left town entirely. this temperance energy. There are people that are upset with this temperance energy because they have basically made people feel rejected. So there may be some broken hearts. There may be some friendships that suffered as a result. There may be some family members that are a little bit upset that this temperance individual decided to leave a living situation or a community. But with the Five of Wands in the reverse, there's a sense here that this was really important for them in terms of getting out of a chaotic environment. So they were able to, by removing themselves from the situation, they were able to address some of the inner conflicts they were dealing with, trauma perhaps. It feels like this was good for their mental health to get away from this. Again, like I'm just really drawn to how happy this chick looks. All right, let's go with the energy oracle. Number 24, adjacent possibilities. Like I said, it's kind of giving a vibe of how sometimes people say like cats are liquid. They can find a way out through a window that maybe you didn't think you could, or they could fit through. This adjacent possibilities talks about fresh perspective in terms of what things you could potentially pursue or be successful in. And then we have a man holding a heart. So it's as if somebody is realizing there's this whole other option or life path that they could take. It kind of feels like one person is in this community and they love the temperance energy and they're thinking about whether or not that love justifies leaving the same community. So it kind of feels like, right? Because we had the physical or emotional distance is hurting this connection. And then we have man holding a heart. This is the situations deck. Hello, Samina. How are you doing? All right. There's definitely love in this situation. And that's interesting. So this divine feminine kind of came out sideways. So we have a little bit of kind of an obsessive vibe here for this love. There could be just like simply an idea that you're the one for me, right? I really don't have eyes for anyone else. I don't want to get caught up in any kind of situationships or talking stages. I know who I want. That's the person for me. But there also could be like some lack of self-control in terms of communications or like social media interactions, things like that. So be cautious. But this divine feminine in the sideways makes me feel like we've got perhaps a masculine that's trying to determine if they have read the situation correctly. Because remember, we had somebody who's trying to avoid the reality of the situation. Feels like somebody might be struggling to believe that they have found a divine feminine. We have interlude in the reverse, verge, or about to reveal or confess in the reverse, and insatiable. So I do feel like this person who is at a distance already feels like they've expressed how they feel. It's almost like they feel whenever they come back, things would resume. Maybe they assume that the person, this earth angel, would wait for this person to come to them. We have insatiable, wanting more. I do feel like the emotions are like returned. There might be, I feel like maybe the masculine has a little bit of more of the obsessive vibe, right? But then we had insatiable under the divine feminine. So I do feel like these are two people that are interested in each other. So if that doesn't apply to your situation, this might not be your reading. But there's an issue here, right? Because I'm really focused on the way she's just kind of like, yeah, I love you, but that's not enough. What are you going to do about it? What does that love mean for you? Star in the reverse. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Strength in the reverse. So it feels like there was an atmosphere of a lot of unhealed, unstable, kind of chaotic energy here. So this could be like a really dysfunctional family, really dysfunctional work environment, highly competitive like group of friends. Hello there, DeMarco. How are you? But it brought out the worst in people. Page of Cups. Somebody hid a crush or an admiration that they had for this Temperance. With the Page of Cups, there's a sense here that we might have had a little bit of like kind of immaturity, but also a desire to maybe maintain a certain reputation or avoid like the risk of rejection, for example. We have the Queen of Wands, Knight of Swords in the reverse, and the Empress. Yeah, somebody was trying to figure out if this feminine energy was the divine feminine, and here we have the Empress. So maybe this was a difficult community, family, whatever. But what's that saying? Diamonds are made under pressure or something like that. This difficult environment made this Queen of Wands who they are. It feels like there was a period of stagnation for this Queen of Wands, even as there may have been some things going well for them or some, they might have had a good reputation or people thought highly of them, right? But there was something they did in particular that was unexpected that made it clear to people they are the Empress. And this is, generally speaking, going to kind of point to somebody who built something, somebody who recovered from something, somebody who is very creative, very motherly. But it feels to me like this is more about like whether or not you can pick yourself up after you've gone through a really difficult time in your like kind of like public life, right? How people like see you, how people expect you to respond to adversity. So we have the World, Sun in the reverse, King of Pentacles in the reverse. So there was maybe a betrayal that other people were very aware of that happened to this Queen of Wands and the way that she handled herself in that situation. Remember, don't get too hung up on genders. I'm just using that because of the cards, but I'm reading energy, not gender. But this Queen of Wands was able to handle themselves with tact or class in a situation where somebody did not do right by them and they came out on top. They look like, it's like if you were dancing in the middle of a club and the lighting isn't the best and maybe you trip and you look around and nobody saw it and you saved it. You're good. This person was able to save it. They were able to recover. We have the World indicating the beginning of a new chapter. We've got Sun in the reverse, King of Pentacles in the reverse. Someone was trying to hide the fact that they were upset. Again, because I think they were going for a particular vibe. Maybe this person was really focused on, I'm going to become wealthy, or I'm going to become famous, I'm going to become established, I'm going to finish my degree. Whatever it was, it didn't align with this connection with the Empress. So they kept it under wraps, or they lied about it, they denied it. This is the Black Tarot. Six of Cups in the reverse. Nine of Swords. There might be someone from the Queen of Wands past or the Empress's past that comes back around to try to kind of like keep this energy in a lower vibration. This is somebody who feels like they've lost their chance with the Empress. And in part, it's because they're on a different level, right? This Empress knows what they're deserving of, and the energy or like the investment they were offered by this person from their past didn't measure up. That's why this person is upset that they lost the Empress, right? But their self-sabotage is kind of like pushing them to try to reclaim this Empress. Like, I messed that up, but I'm sure I could like probably convince them to come back around. But I don't see evidence that this person is healed. Feels like this would just be the same cycle over again. Seven of Swords, Page of Spheres in the reverse. Four of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, so honestly, you may even have more than one person that comes back. It is Mercury retrograde after all. But there's some issues here in terms of, we have another Seven of Swords. Does that look like an honest person to you? It shouldn't. There are people that are hiding things from you because they know that you wouldn't agree to go on the same roller coaster ride twice. They know they have to disguise something or play a little bit of a trick here in order for you to not reject them. So be very cautious. Take your time in discerning the energy of others, because I do feel like you have multiple people coming back, and one of them might have actually done the work, and one or two of them might have designs on pretending that they did the work, right? Just to see if they can get a little bit more time. Ace of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, so you are protected. There might be, for some of you, you might be rejecting somebody based off of something kind of like basic or silly, and then find out that there was like a bigger reason that you just kind of intuitively felt. I feel like you afterwards experience a sense of relief, like, yeah, that's what I thought. Because when you take a little bit of time to yourself to think about things, maybe when you sleep on it or talk to a friend about it. Hi there, Peggy. How are you doing? You realize that this isn't love that someone's offering you. This is like somebody who wants to win, or somebody who's competing, somebody who feels like they can use you. We have the Ace of Wands in the reverse and the Lovers. Yeah, there's a choice here. Oh my. I missed this one. Two of Cups. Holy buckets. Yeah. So there's two people here that feel like they had like a failure to launch or a missed opportunity with you. For some of you, that might mean you never even like kissed this person or went on a date with this person. For others of you, that might mean you only dated for like 2 weeks. You'll know what it is, but there's two people here coming back from your past. Maybe more, but two prominent ones. And one of them is going to be a little bit more healed than the other. There's dishonesty from somebody trying to make it seem like they're better. So you got to look for patterns in behavior, right? Let's go with, this is the untold messages of the heart. Sensitive. Thinking about you makes me emotional, and I want to open up to you about how I'm feeling. Respect. You deserve the best, and I respect you. I want to do the right thing. So this is from the person who's actually doing some healing, right? Hi there, Claudia. How are you doing? What about the person who has not been doing the healing? I didn't know what I had until you were gone. Lesson learned. Embarrassed. I know I've acted childishly. I don't know how to approach you now. No strings. I want you close to me, but I'm not ready for a commitment. Right. See the difference? We got somebody here who respects you and somebody who just wants what they want. They don't want to give anything. So you got to be able to pick out which one is which. All right. I'm going to leave it there. I might do another one later, but we'll see. Claudia, I do offer personal readings. If you want to check out the description box below, you can find out how to request one. But thank you everyone for the likes and the subscribes. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next reading.